What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another little quick review for you. I don't do fixed blades too often, but this is one of my favorite little fixed blades. Spoiler alert, I like this one. Before I get into it, hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of it. If you want to listen to me ramble more about knives. Definitely welcome comments. Anyone that knows more about this stuff than I do, I absolutely love learning. This channel has probably helped me learn more about stuff than anything else in the comment section. And I appreciate you guys watching the content. So CRKT, get my initials mixed up here. CRKT S.P.E.W, little fixed blade, Kydex sheath, G10 on the handle. Pretty cool knife, man. This is if I'm choked all the way up, like almost a 4-finger grip on it, you know, not quite 3.5, I guess. Pretty neat little knife. This one you can see has definitely been used. I took this to the beach one time, and it got totally rusted up. I actually left it outside and forgot it was outside, so it got incredibly rusted up. And I used some flits to get the rust off, but in the process kind of messed up the satin finish on it. If you get one, it will definitely, or it's actually a bead blast finish, but if you get one, it'll definitely, you know, not look quite like that. So this has definitely been well used. Pretty neat little sheath. You know, I don't know a whole lot about fixed blades and you know, sheaths, but it's a Kydex sheath. I do know that. Pretty neat little, you know, grommets. I'm sure if you wanted to do some paracord through there or whatever, you could do that. But yeah, I'll put this over here for the rest of the review, but just showing off that. Let's go ahead and get some quick specs on it. Like I said, I don't really do fixed blades that often, but I really like this one. This is a cool little fixed blade, and for the price, you know, I mean, these go for around, I think right now on BladeHQ they're around 38 bucks or something like that. Six and a quarter, almost 6 and a quarter, a little under 6 and 3, or I don't know, man, very, very close. 6 and 3/16 is what I'm going with overall on that. Trying to be as close as I can with the overall blade length. 3 inches on the blade, on the exposed blade, I guess, right? It's a fixed blade. You go back to here, and 2 3/4 on the cutting edge. So nice little Warncliffe kind of blade shape. Very utilitarian, as a lot of people, you know, people wear that term out nowadays, but it is a really good poker and cutter for sure. Let's turn these calibers on. That'll probably help me out a little more, right? Blade stock thickness, going with 102 thousandths, thickest part of the spine, and behind the edge, looking at it right around 25.5, 26 thousandths behind the edge. Handle scale thickness, 360 thousandths or so. Let's get out some size comparison knives. What do I have fixed blade wise? I don't know. We're gonna find out in a second. Until then, let's do some holders. You got the Ontario Knives Rat Model 1, Ontario Knives Rat Model 2, smaller than both. Let's go with Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Okay. Right there, I guess. Spyderco Para 3. So smaller than both of those. Actually, overall, looking at it, yeah, it is still significantly smaller than the Para 3. Let's do the Cold Steel Knives 8010 and the Shark Lock Demco Knives 8020.5 slicer. Both larger than the S.P.E.W would be. What I would consider, I don't know, like a boot knife, a neck knife, maybe. You know, backup knife to throw in your box or your bag, you know, your bug out bag, your EDC bag. That Milwaukee, I still haven't reviewed yet, but I had this one for a long time. It has cut a ton of drywall. This is a much larger fixed blade. Not really a lot of fixed blades around here to compare it to, but let's do this Eddie Knives. Check that out. If you haven't seen it, that's pretty cool, right? 80 Knives Seppuku Mr. Eddie, if you want to check him out, he's linked down below in all the channels. Mr. Eddie _411 on Instagram. He does some pretty cool work, man. Look at that. That is pretty neat, right? Mr. Eddie Knives. Got the logo kind of etched into the blade. If you look up close, little raccoon, MEK for Mr. Eddie Knives. But compared to the Eddie knife, it is definitely smaller than the S.P.E.W, right? I can figure out what side of the sheath to get this thing back in. So that size comparison might help you out at least. I don't know. Put this thing back up. Careful with these fixed blades. All right, weight. Let's get a weight on it. Get the NASA calibrated 100% down to the bone accurate Walmart scale here. 1.9 ounces, pretty good, under the ounce and inch ratio for cutting edge and blade, right? So that's something to keep in mind. You know, definitely a lightweight little knife. Use it for a neck knife. It's not too bad. Not gonna drag you down. You got hardware. Oh, well, I guess it does have hardware. Wow. Let's go ahead and see here. I don't know if they make swappable scales for it or not, but there's a T6 on these handle scale. That's pretty cool. They are removable. Comes with a little lanyard if you're into that. That's just kind of tied in. Oh, right there. Get a close look at it. I really like this G10, man. This is probably one of my favorite features, or the favorite feature about this knife. Full tang on the blade, you know, jimping up top, keeps it comfortable. Nice little groove right there for your index finger to lock into. I think it's a really comfortable knife, especially for a smaller one. But G10 on that handle, and a really nice G10, and it is very nice. I would love to get a lot of my folders, you know, I think would be pretty cool with that handle scale like that, you know. I think I already mentioned, I might not have, maybe not. Blade, all they listed the blade material stainless steel. Not sure what kind of stainless steel, because it just says stainless steel on there. Very pokey knife. I mean, it comes to a really acute tip on that Warncliffe, almost like a triangle, right? Pretty cool. This is in fact a Alan False design. S.P.E.W stands for Small Pocket Everyday Warncliffe, which is pretty neat, right? I mean, I think it's a really neat little knife for sure. So I think that's pretty much it, man. These are made in China. CRKT has a factory in China. They make pretty decent knives. I mean, they have some, you know, kind of crappy budget knives that aren't that great, and they have some really good knives too. You know, CRKT was kind of, CRKT and Kershaw, I think, were kind of, you know, my first step into, you know, something more than Gerber, or something more than whatever Walmart brand knife, you know, when I started kind of getting a little bit more into knives, you know, and then you step up and up and up, you know, from there, you know, if you got this addiction, hobby, sorry. But yeah, this is a really cool knife, man. Obviously I messed the finish up whenever I polished. It's still got a little bit of rust there, right on the top, but this thing was completely rusted over. But it's still very much a working blade. Good piercer for sure, you know, and you feel very locked in right there. It is incredibly comfortable. May not look like it, but to me it is, you know, pretty well locked in right there for sure. So anyway, I think that's about it, man. If you want to buy one of these, they're linked on my affiliate link. Just click on BladeHQ down below. They are around 38 bucks right now at the moment. So if you're interested, check that out. It helps the channel a little bit. If not, it's fine too. If you want to listen to me ramble even more, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button if you like the content. Let me know what your favorite little bitty fixed blade is. You know, Aries EDC makes some pretty cool ones. So does Mr. Eddie, as you saw earlier. He makes some awesome fixed blades. But like production, you know, let me know what your favorite kind of like production small fixed blade is in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys are into as far as fixed blades go, for sure. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, stay sharp.